The standard image of an entrepreneur is a 20-something moving to a big city, struggling with rent while chasing a disruptive idea. These stories center on elite tech conferences and the dream of meeting industry titans to launch a billion-dollar app. But we have to ask if this mindset is strictly a blueprint for tech founders, or if it's a necessary survival tool for navigating the disruptions of everyday life. At 62 years old, Prasad left his comfortable hometown and family for a grueling 6-month freelance teaching assignment in the chaotic hub of Bangalore. He was hired to teach the designer's mindset to teenagers. To survive the logistical pressure of his new environment, he had to apply those exact principles to his own life. This map shows the formal characteristics of a successful entrepreneur. It's an academic framework used to define the traits that drive innovation. For Prasad, risk-taking, tenacity, and money management were his primary survival tactics. Tenacity meant enduring hours-long commutes on crowded city buses, waiting out monsoons, and navigating a relentless urban infrastructure. This ledger shows his application of money management. He tracked his survival budget down to the rupee, balancing his daily living costs against his incoming teaching credits. These traits provide a foundational defense, allowing an individual to maintain stability when an unfamiliar environment is working against them. This diagram represents the core of the designer's mindset, balancing desirability, feasibility, and viability to solve complex problems. Prasad's students were his primary users, and he encountered immediate friction when they actively resisted his initial lesson plans. He used the IDEO design thinking loop to iterate on these failures instead of blaming the students for their lack of engagement. When his original schedule failed, he moved into rapid ideation. He redesigned the curriculum into 30-minute micro-sessions and individual presentations to regain control of the classroom. When the smartboard wasn't available, he pivoted a ruined lecture into an interactive discussion on pricing strategies, maintaining student interest without the planned equipment. A human-centered perspective treats difficult people as objective design challenges to be solved, rather than personal obstacles. Flexibility is the ability to maintain progress towards an objective, even when external forces hijack your resources. When a third-party academy overtook his classroom, Prasad adapted by holding a side dialogue with his students, ensuring the session wasn't a total loss. True adaptability requires accepting that the world is constantly evolving, forcing us to adjust our methods without losing sight of our ultimate purpose. At the end of his 6-month assignment, Prasad's students successfully completed their final business model presentations. He simultaneously managed the city's transit, balanced his finances, and proved that his relocation was a calculated, successful risk. His journal highlights his final realization: opportunities are ever present, but only to those trained to perceive them. Business frameworks are often dismissed as academic theory or startup jargon. In reality, tools like design thinking and iteration are a necessary operating system for navigating the inherent unpredictability of the real world. An entrepreneurial mindset allows an individual to transform logistical chaos and frustrating setbacks into a set of solvable data points.